Well, this is our boat, the Crystal Cruise Symphony. It holds about 900 people, and that's quite a few people, but it's a really large boat. It's really spacious. You never feel rushed or crushed or crowded or anything. And I've taken some photographs here and some videos, and I'm going to try to give give anyone who might have an interest a little idea of what the boat is like. We found we really like it a lot. My fear was that you'd get on a cruise and you'd be herded around like cattle. I'm sort of thinking about Southwest Airlines, when everybody rushes around and you're in Group A or B or 3 or 4 or something and rush to get a seat and stuff your luggage in the overhead. I can assure you this is nothing like that at all. This is a really luxurious boat, fantastically well organized, and they just offer marvelous, friendly service. The entire thing is very, very well done. Think of a high-end hotel where everything, all food, all drinks, all room service, are absolutely free, and there's no tipping. It's pretty nice. This is a picture of Pammy out on the aft deck where we take our breakfast every morning. And we've had such great weather on this trip. We're out there almost every morning. And back the other way in the boat is the lovely area where you take your food, and they serve the breakfast in a number of different ways. You can have room service anytime you wish, and have whatever you want brought to your room, no charge, no tip, and they're happy to do it. And you can just order breakfast off the menu, whatever you want, or you can come to this marvelous kind of buffet, but it's a really classy buffet, and it's really pleasant. And that's what we do most mornings. And they have these primarily Filipino waiters with a big smile on their face and just anxious to help you in any way they can, bring you anything you want. And they remember what you like, so they bring your coffee the way you love it. This is one of our typical breakfasts out there on the fantail. This is Pammy's. She often has a lot of fruit, a little bit of that. I think that's French toast, and then we each have a couple of double cappuccinos. Very, very nice way to start the day. Now this is the first part of my breakfast. I've got my double cappuccino, and then I get a lot of dried fruit and fresh fruit, and there are raisins in there and cherries and walnuts and a whole bunch of stuff, and I put strawberries and blueberries in it. And then I pour a thing of this Greek yogurt over the top, and then a little honey. And whoa, what a nice way to start the day. I just love it. This is just a quick picture of our stateroom. It doesn't do it justice. This is looking away from the window, but it's just very well appointed. Marvelous furniture, woodwork everywhere, just real solid and stable and rich. The beds are extremely comfortable. And the bathroom, as you might expect, it's a private bathroom, of course, and it's relatively small, but it's very well done. The shower is just a pleasure to use and get in and out of. And, of course, you have incredible room service. They come by and just fix everything every morning. It's really, really sweet. And to the right of this picture, where you sort of see the sun shining, that's where you look out the window and see the world passing by. One of the options for lunch is this same buffet, And this is not just a buffet. This is a Japanese boat, and they have Japanese sushi chefs preparing an incredible array of spectacular sushi. That's just one of the things. They've got all kinds of Japanese food, teriyaki stuff, and miso soup, and soba noodles, hot soba, cold soba. And Japanese food is just one of the many options available for breakfast. They have all kinds of other foods from other nationalities. Uh, Breakfast or lunch, in this case, this is lunch, is just an adventure. There'll be Portuguese dishes, bacalhau, that sort of thing. Lovely paellas done. All the normal stuff, of course. But I don't know, there are like 5 or 6 different nationalities of food represented for lunch. And the honest problem is not eating too much. One day at lunch, they had a number of Chinese options, and this was the what do you call it? The duck, the roast duck. It was just delicious. I had several servings of duck with my other duck stuff. This was an array of Thai dishes, all kinds of Thai things. You can see there are egg rolls in there, and shrimp and fish things, and I don't know what the whole range of stuff was, but they had just spectacular Thai food. As I said, every lunch is a damned adventure. You're never sure what the heck you're going to get, and it's always delicious. This is Pammy again, out on the back deck where we have our breakfasts. This is a shot inside kind of would be like the lobby of a big hotel. It's sort of the main salon. And on board this cruise, they have 3 young artists from a program they support called the Emerging Artists. And the fellow you see depicted here is an opera singer named Daniel McGrew. The pianist is a piano guy with a long Chinese name. They call him Timmy. And then there is a young man and a young woman who perform ballet. And they just did like about a 30 or 40-minute performance out here. And everybody on the ship was invited down. Behind where the point where I'm filming is a lovely bar. And so Pammy and I were sitting there drinking martinis and listening to these young people sing. It was really nice. We had sat at the same table with the opera singer Daniel, and his sister. And we spent an evening with them chatting about his career and where he had been and how he got started, and when he came to recognize that he had a voice with potential talent and all that education and stuff. And he's won a bunch of awards, and he, in fact, is an emerging talent. Timmy, the Chinese guy, is also, came from China and had Chinese parents who pushed him. He practiced 8 hours a day from the time he was 7 years old. And the girl ballet dancer dances with the American Ballet Company in New York. Anyway, it was really a nice thing to just kind of, in the middle of the afternoon, sit down in these big comfy chairs, have a drink, and watch these attractive and talented young folks perform for the crew and everybody, and all the passengers. It was really nice. These are just a couple of pictures around the ship. This is a little bar that we go to, and here's the kind of the stairway if you wanted to walk from deck to deck. This is a little serve-yourself food area. It's open 24/7. There's a coffee bar back there, and this is a sampling of the kind of food that's out there. Again, it's buffet, but it's really nice. And it's anytime you're hungry, you can just go up there and make whatever you want, or ask them to put it together for you. There's just really a marvelous array of high quality snacks, and then of course a whole big dessert bar. There's also a place in there where you can get hamburgers and hot dogs and panini and stuff 24/7.